Hey guys, Josh McKay from the Test Experts here. Today's question, before today's question, let's do the joke. Never argue with a 90-degree angle. It's always right. Yay, one I got without having to think about it. Oh. Good one. In today's problem, is, in the figure below, line segment AB is congruent to line segment CB. What is the value of x? So you'll see we have a diagram. This is very similar to SAT problems that have been given students problems lately. They'll give you a diagram like this. They'll label some angles and ask you to find another angle. So you can see this angle here is 118, this one's 28, and they're asking us to find x. Now they have given us this one piece of information here that AB equals CB. And they're line segments, but we're trying to find an angle. So how is that useful to us? They're telling us that this line right here is equal to this line right here. Now, another thing that gives students problems on this, they look at this and they try and figure out how to get x straight from the information that it's given. This problem, and a lot of times on the SAT and ACT, are going to be two-step problems where there's no way to get x from the information given right away. What you need to do is find some interim angles. So I tell students, look for what you can find and start with that and go from there. So using this given piece of information that these two lines are equal, that tells me this is an isosceles triangle, that the two sides are equal. And we know also that angles across from sides would have to be equal. So this side, this angle A, is going to correspond to the side CB, and this angle C will correspond to AB. So if these two are equal, then these two have to be equal. Now you can see this triangle here, CBA, has one angle given and two angles that have to be the same as each other. So I'm going to take 180 degrees, subtract 118, the number I know, and I will get, what is that? 62. I'll take the 62 and divide that in half, and that gives me 31 degrees both here and here. So that's helpful. Now I've got one of the angles I need to figure out this x, because I know that this angle, this angle, and this angle can add up to 180 degrees. But I need this angle here to find the x. So always look not for what they're asking you for, but what, this other missing information to find what I need. Now, how am I going to find that? Well, notice this triangle here, CED, I have two angles that I know. So I can add those up and subtract by 180. So 28 plus 31, 28 plus 31 would be 59. 59, that's going to be 21. Is that right? I did that in my head. 121, sorry. 100, so this angle here is 121 degrees. Now, also notice, for a second there I got 21, but I looked at this angle. This is another good tip. This is clearly more than 90 degrees. So if you make a slight mental error in your head, you should ask yourself, every time you're doing a calculation, does it make sense, the number that I just got? So from this, I can figure out, actually right here, what I'm going to do is, I can figure out this angle. And 180 minus 118, I've already done this math. Notice these two angles are a linear pair, they call them, so they're supplementary. So 180 minus 118 is 62. So that angle there is 62 degrees. Now I can use 180 minus 28 minus 62, which is going to be 90 degrees, actually. And so that tells me that this angle right here is a right angle, or 90 degrees, and this angle likewise, because these two are vertical angles. Remember, vertical angles have to be equal. So these are 90 degrees. Now I have all of the information I need to find x. 90 plus 31 is 121. I subtract that from 180, and I get 59 degrees. And so that would be the answer, x equals 59 degrees. Now for our challenge question, in the figure below, AB equals CD, what is the value of x right here? Now there's two ways to do this, and you may have seen a hint at that in the earlier video that I did. So try and see if you can figure out both different ways to solve this problem. Check the description for the answer. Leave your answer in the comments below and give us a thumbs up if you liked our video. See you next time.